There comes a moment in a woman's life, often quietly, often after she has loved deeply and lost bravely, when dating no longer feels playful or naive. It feels significant, not heavy, but consequential. If you're dating in midlife, you may notice this subtle shift inside of you. You're no longer just asking, do I like him? You're asking, what happens to me when I'm with him? Your body has become part of the decision-making process, and this can feel unsettling at first because what once felt exciting may now feel draining, and what feels calm may not immediately register as attraction. Nothing has gone wrong, my darling. This is what happens when women mature emotionally. Hello, darling. I'm Vanessa, and welcome to Feminine Spaces. Here, women 40 plus reclaim their feminine power through relationship wisdom, self-mastery, and conscious living, always through a feminine lens. You belong here. Let's dive in. Today, I want to talk with you, not teach at you, about red flags and green flags in midlife dating. Not as rules, not as checklists, but as wisdoms your body has been quietly collecting for decades. Let's begin with compassion and ask, why red flags don't feel red at first? Most women don't miss red flags because they're foolish. They miss them because red flags often feel familiar. From a psychological and nervous system perspective, the brain is wired to seek what it knows, not necessarily what's healthy. You know what I'm saying, girl. We love a bad boy. If your love included inconsistencies, emotional distance, unpredictability, and you had to earn affection, your body learned to associate activation with connection. So in midlife dating, when things are emotionally vague, inconsistent, or slightly unavailable, something lights up. You may feel alert and focused and invested quickly. You may reply or replay conversations in your head, looking for hidden messages and looking to resolve things quickly. This is not chemistry in a romantic sense. This is your nervous system trying to complete an old pattern. Dopamine increases when there is uncertainty. Your body says, or actually it stays engaged because it equates that to safety. And here's the part women blame themselves for, but they really shouldn't. Red flags often feel exciting because they feel destabilizing. That doesn't mean you're regressing. It means your system hasn't yet recalibrated what safety feels like now. So, let's redefine red flags gently and honestly. Have you ever thought about what red flags really are in midlife? A red flag is not a flaw. It's not a diagnosis. It's not even a deal breaker on its own. A red flag is a pattern of behavior that keeps your body settling. In midlife, red flags often show up as confusion instead of clarity, anticipation instead of presence, explanation instead of ease. You might notice that you're doing emotional labor early, managing expectations, interpreting mixed signals, minimizing your needs. This is especially common for women who have emotional intelligence and are compassionate. But emotional intelligence is not meant to be used against yourself. If you leave interactions feeling slightly braced, slightly smaller, or subtly anxious. That, my darling, is information. Your body is not criticizing him. It's communicating with you. Okay, so now let's talk about green flags. Do you know why green flags can feel underwhelming at first? Well, because this is where many women in midlife get confused and second guess themselves. Green flags often don't create sparks. They create space. From a nervous system perspective, green flags activate your parasympathetic response, the part of you that relaxes, softens, and feels safe. If you spent years in relationships where love required alertness, safety can feel unfamiliar. You might think, why don't I feel more? Shouldn't I be more excited? Shouldn't I have like some tingling? Am I forcing something? What's actually happening is withdrawal from adrenaline-based bonding. That's right. Your system is learning a new language, one where love does not require effort to maintain emotional equilibrium. This takes time, my darling. Desire in mature relationships often grows rather than ignite. Now, before we move on, there are 2 questions I want you to answer. Think about it and then answer. 1, did you know that green flags are subtle and powerful? And do you know what a green flag looks like or feels like in the body? Well, they feel like consistency. They feel like follow through. They show up as emotional presence without pressure. Oopsie. With green flag connection, you don't feel the need to monitor the relationship. You don't rehearse conversations. You don't abandon your rhythm to maintain closeness. You remain yourself. Your creativity flows. Your femininity softens. Your intuition becomes clearer, not louder. This is the kind of connection that doesn't consume your life. It integrates into it. And over time, attraction deepens because your body trusts what's happening. Now, you know, my best girlfriend Mia and I were talking about this just the other day. And now I bet you're thinking it too. So how do you move forward in midlife dating without becoming, I don't know, guarded or cynical? Girl, you move slow. You listen to how your body feels after interactions, not during fantasy. You stop explaining your boundaries and start observing how they are received. You let consistency matter more than charm. And most importantly, you allow calm to be enough at the very beginning. Midlife dating is not about certainty. It's about sustainability. And you're no longer auditioning partners. You're choosing environments your nervous system can thrive in. Oh, I like that one, right? So as we close out this topic episode of red flags and green flags in midlife dating, you now have more information on being the woman who trusts herself out in the dating market. Let me leave you with this. You're not late to love. You're not behind, and you're definitely not difficult. You are discerning because you've lived, you've experienced. And the love that meets you now will not ask you to override your body or silence your intuition. It will feel like recognition. And when a woman chooses from that place, She doesn't chase love. She allows it to arrive. Thank you, my darling, for spending this sacred time with me. If today's video stirred something in your spirit, let it be more than inspiration. Let it be a gentle invitation back to yourself. Now be sure to subscribe and share this with every woman you know who needs it. And leave me a comment, because you know I love hearing from you. I love our community. I love engaging. I love sharing with you. And remember, you're not too late, you're not too much, and you're definitely not too far gone. Here in Feminine Spaces, we rise in beauty and grace together. Because when a woman is in her feminine essence, she is undeniable. Until next time, stay soft, stay rooted, and stay sovereign.